Hey guys, what's up? Today we are going to be doing the ultimate showdown between iris greens from the very popular TTDEYE and ColorCL. So they both have their own version of iris green now, and they're both excellent in my opinion. Like, they're both good. They both look realistic and just so we're going to get into that right now. Let's talk about some of the spec differences. So right now I'm wearing iris green by Siesta because I just reviewed it. This should be posted on my channel. Okay. So the iris green for the ColorCL is way cheaper. It's literally half the price. It's $15 US. They last for 6 months. And the base curve is 8.6 millimeters and the diameter is 14.2 millimeters. Let's move on to the specs of the TTDEYE iris green. They are more expensive. I think they retail for like around $30. They usually have all these promos and sales going on, so I think I purchased them for $30 US, but they do last a year, so they do last twice as long. Whoa, never mind. They are pretty expensive. They are $65 Canadian, so I think that's like around 50 bucks US. The base curve of the TTDEYE is 8.5 millimeters, and the diameter is only 14.0, so it's a smaller diameter. So if you have a smaller iris, do keep that in mind. Alright, so first I am going to show you how they look like literally on my fingers, so you can see the difference in the patterning, and you can see that it is designed differently. They are designed slightly differently. So I'm going to show you that first. Then I'm going to show you how they look in super bright artificial lighting, like comparing them one to the other, and then how they look in front of my window in natural lighting. All right, so let's get right into the official comparison. Okay, here's the ColorCL. So it's just, it has patterning that mimics the iris. It's all like streaked lines, and it looks like a solid color. And the whole point of the iris line, is that it's gonna blend with your natural iris color. So because it's green, it's supposed to give like a hazel effect if you have naturally brown eyes. And you can see that the patterning and the design is very subtle. Like, it's very light. It's a really high transparency. It's like really see-through. Okay, now let's look at the TTDEYE iris green. Alright, so here is the TTDEYE iris green. I'm trying to really focus out for you. It's different. Like, you can tell that the design is different. It's similar in the way that it's very transparent. It's streaky to mimic the iris, but there's brown in this one. And there is brown, and it's meant to mix with the brown of your eye, because TTDEYE is just assuming that most people who buy this contact have brown eyes. So it's got a brown pupil hole. Now, the ColorCL iris did not even have a pupil hole. Like, that was the cool thing about it, is there was no pupil hole. It was just literally your iris it was your real pupil hole. This does have a slight pupil hole, but it's very subtle and very slight, and honestly, you're not going to notice it just wearing them every day. No one's going to like be like, oh, I see the pupil hole of your contact. Okay, so yeah, it is different, and there is brown in this contact, whereas the ColorCL iris green did not have brown. It was just like a solid green color. Alright, let's see how they look on my eyes. Okay guys, here's the actual comparison. Can you tell which is which? Which one is TTDEYE? Which one is ColorCL? Alright, I'm gonna let you guys know. This one is TTDEYE, this one is ColorCL. So as you can see, TTDEYE is a lot brighter, a lot more green. Like, it's a light green, it looks a lot lighter. The limbal ring is pretty extreme. Not extreme, like, it's just more, okay? Look at the limbal ring on this. It's like so obviously green. So from a distance, it's gonna look super green because of the super green limbal ring. On the other hand, ColorCL is so much more subtle, and in comparison to TTDEYE, it doesn't even look green. Like, it looks like gray or something. But it is green. I would say it's more of like a turquoise teal green in comparison to the TTDEYE, where it's like a straight up bright green. And as you can see, the way that the TTDEYE is designed, because they have brown in the center, it's gonna mimic like that hazel-y type of color. It's like clearly more brown in comparison to ColorCL. Like, let's look at ColorCL up close. Okay, for you guys. Ooh. You do see my iris coming through there, but it looks darker. It looks a lot darker compared to the TTDEYE. Like the brown in the middle looks way brighter and way more noticeable than I'm getting so mixed up, sorry, than ColorCL's iris green. Okay, like the center is just way darker and not as bright. Okay, so it still makes your eyes look green, okay? Like, don't get me wrong, ColorCL Iris Green still makes your eyes look green. If you look at my other review on my channel of comparing just my normal, like, actual eye color to the ColorCL Iris Green, there is a difference, and it does brighten your eye, and it doesn't make it look greener. It's just in comparison to the TTDEYE, it's like, it doesn't look like it, but it does. So it really depends on what you guys want. Do you guys really want to fork out the extra $35 for a slightly brighter contact that also does look natural? Or do you want to save money and still get a subtle, beautiful green hazel contact that looks extremely natural? It really just depends on what you guys want. I'm going to put it in front of my window here. Here we go in natural lighting. So it's more subtle. Okay. Like, honestly, this looks almost blue, but it is the iris green. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how it looks from a distance now. Okay guys, here's how it looks from a distance. TTDEYE versus ColorCL. Okay, clearly they're different. Like, even from a distance you can see. This comes off a lot greener. Like the Little Mermaid green, like Ariel Princess green. This is more of a subtle, like, teal greeny color, but it still does brighten your eyes. If you absolutely hate the bug eye effect, I would go with ColorCL because there is no pupil hole, whereas with this there is a slight pupil hole if you look really, really close. So if you're really picky about that, just keep that in mind. And like I said, also keep the diameter in mind. TTDEYE's diameter is smaller, so if you have small irises, I would consider that. I'll link both these pairs below for you. You can use the discount code Danica10 for ColorCL and lyrascotchz for TTDEYE, and they are both for 10% off. If you guys like color contact reviews, please subscribe. I have lots of comparisons and reviews coming for you guys in detail. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!